Hey folks! Welcome back to Let's Play Outrun 2006. I'm your host CPC Gamer, and, well, in the last few videos, we took a look at Outrun mode, but what of Coast to Coast mode, the other half of this game's title? What do you know? It's mission mode. We're given tasks by the Flagman, along with our beautiful companions Clarissa, Jennifer, and Holly. And these are the girls who show up in the car in the various other game modes. Me? I'm going to pick Flagman, Pack 1, Mission 1, because I'm a triple Platinum Pro player. And Pro Player accessories. And I know what I'm doing with this game. And I've also gone back to the Baby Blue car, because Baby Blue is best. That's alliterative, don't you know? Why would grammatical devices lie to me like that? Oh, shut up, hyperbole. No one asked you. Alright, let's go. What do you got for me, Flagman Dan? Okay, so just do it good. I can do that. I will do it 9 times. Let's go. Now, long-time viewers may recognize some of this here scenery, because this is Coconut Beach, i.e. the starting level from Outrun Arcade, which I played a while back. Fun thing, you can't buy that version of the game anymore, because the Ferrari license ran out, so they had to pull it off Xbox Live. But yeah, the whole of Outrun Arcade is originally included on the disc for Outrun 2006. It's like you're getting 2 games for the price of 1. And maybe that's why you had to buy the game twice to get all the content on the disc. Oh, Sony, you rogues. Also, I haven't played this track for quite some time, but that's fine. I can recover. He shouldn't have gotten in my way. Also, these balloons don't show up as a flyover in the main game. They only show up in the mission mode. But no, I think I did a good job of driving through Coconut Beach, given that I haven't done it for a while. And I like that there is architecture in the run-up to Palm Beach, the current map. I mean, I love it when games do that. They just put stuff behind the camera that you usually won't see, but just in case, you know? They do that with Hover, the game for the old Windows 95 disc. There's a cheat code to move around on the title screen, and you can see a gallery of all the guys who made the game. And who'd have thought we'd be talking about that 20-some years later? Same person playing something with 2006 in the title, apparently. I am baffled when games and music mention what year it is, because there is no faster way to literally date your product. I'm sure it was 94 Bigarius Q Smallington, but we have since moved on. Oh, and why does that guy get a sparkly pink speech bubble? Give him the checkered flag design or something. Save the glittering one for your lady friends. Actually, that's a bit harsh. He can have the feminine design if he wants to be pretty. That's why I do all my videos wearing a pink sequin ball gown. Anyway, that is Coast to Coast mode. However, since a 3-minute video would be spectacularly lazy, even for me, we're going to take a look at something else before we sign off on the game. And we're going to do the 15-stage continuous run. Or at least as much as we can. And you may have noticed that my name does not show up on the high score table for this one, and... well, that's because even though I've shown you guys I can do all 15 stages adequately, we will say, I cannot make it to the end of this game mode.
Get ready.
Now, in my test runs, everything fell apart at the ice stage. Which is fitting, because ice stages ruin everything. So, if I can get past that one, I'll be a happy camper. But either way, let's hang on while I show you my skills as an enduro racer, and then we can... Super Thunderblade is also the name of a video game that was made by Sega. I like them apples. Yeah, so as we go on, I'll be doing my best, and we'll go to the Super Fantasy Zone! Yeah, good save. I'm leaving that one in. Yeah, as we go on, I'll be doing my best to explain where I think each stage is meant to be in and around Europe. Besides, in and around Europe. I kinda just gave the entire game away by saying that. Ah, whatever. Let's get right down to business with our very first destination, the Deep Lake, which I think is meant to represent the Humber Bridge in England, which is actually in Hull, and not in... Whoa! Okay, still a cornering, Andy. The Humber Bridge is in Hull, and not Humberside, because the second one would make sense. And it might just be a picturesque bridge, because the other set of tracks also has a bridge stage in this location. But I've convinced myself that this game represents Europe, so damn it, I'm going to crowbar in as much culture into this video as I can. And that's basically what Europe is all about, culture. Like, we invented the Renaissance, classical music, philosophy. None of those were English, so that's why we joined Europe, just to make it seem like we count. Now, when you come to the end of each stage, each of the paths will send you to the same stage, like whichever is next in the sequence, so it doesn't matter if you go left or right. And my advice is to go down whichever path has a rival car on it, so you can get a big bonus when you overtake. Oh, now we're in a stage that outright says it's European, because this is the Alpine stage, and that means we're probably in Switzerland right about now. And it also means that the game is loading these stages in columns, not rows, so the difficulty is going to look like a sine wave as we go through the various tracks. So you can kind of see... Whoa! Okay! Steer right, please! Thank you. Yeah, you can see why I made a point of avoiding this particular stage during my standard runs through the game. I'm surprisingly bad at it, and I don't know why. Now, can I do this without the aid of another car? Just about. Excellent. See, the problem with this particular game mode is that the traffic pattern is different to the regular arcade mode. I mean, it's still the same every time, just like in the arcade mode, but it's different, and I'm not entirely used to driving it. And that's why my poor performance continues to be anybody's fault but mine. I'm glad we're still all on the same page with that one. Although that was a seagull run, so get me. Alright, stage 4, the castle wall, is probably Windsor Castle in England. Having said that, it might be Conway Castle in Wales, but the presence of the cannons make me think that it's Windsor. I mean, it's hard to tell, because Great Britain, and Western Europe in general, has castles just kinda everywhere. We can't move for castles in this little collection of countries. That said, I do see flags on the turrets up there. Get back on the road, please. Thank you. And the flags are going by way too fast to pay attention to, so your guess is as good as mine. Probably not, though. I'm European and expensive, so my guess is probably better. It's a shame about my driving, am I right, guys? Anyways, next up is the forest stage. And initially, I wanted to say this stage was in Finland, but as previously mentioned, the signs on the side of the road make me think that it's Sicily. I mean, quite how we managed to drive to Sicily, I don't know. My point there being that Sicily is an island. You know, just in case I wasn't being condescending enough to my American viewers. You know what condescending means, right, America? It means that I'm talking down to you? Yeah. Nah, but seriously though, I just automatically over-explain things without any real provocation. I blame my dad. He's a teacher, and he does it, so it's probably a learned behavior. Now, can I... Yes, I can! I made that turn without crashing! Nice work! Now, back on track. In more ways than one. One of the very first things that I reliably learned to say in Japanese is, in English, we say whatever. Eigo de whatever des. But I can't imagine I'm going to need that. But we are visiting the Pokemon Center, so who even knows? And now we've made it to a track that's pretty easy to identify, which is good because I kind of need to focus on driving and not thinking about my geography notes. So you see that giant pyramid-shaped structure in the background? That would be the Great Pyramid in Giza, Egypt. And I have a friend who visits Egypt regularly, 4 or 5 times a year, and she says that they build up this whole mystique about the pyramids, like they're in this remote oasis in the middle of the desert away from humanity. But if you actually look at them, they're just kind of there. You look out the window and there they are, next to Cairo. And I think that's kind of a letdown, to be honest. Like making a series of really good turns in an Outrun video and totally failing to comment on it because you're too busy complaining. I actually made some good time on that. I may be able to squeeze in 1 or 2 more courses into this thing. And I'd be able to show off a lot more if I learned to play the game properly, but... You know what? I don't care. I'm having fun, and that's what matters. That and entertaining you guys, maybe. Maybe. And now it's the Highland stage, which means we're probably in Scotland. And my sister lives in Scotland, and I've been there my own self, and this is exactly what it looks like. Beautiful scenery, probably, I don't know, because there is so much fog in front of your face. I mean, it could be Wales, because that lake in the background looks like Lake Snowdon, but given that this stage is referred to as the Highlands, that makes me think of Scotland, so it's probably a lock. It's always a lock when it's Scotland. They've got a million of them. Oh, and another reason you can tell it's Scotland, there is nothing on the side of the roads. There is just fields and midges, and did I mention the fog yet? Like, this off-ramp has more scenery than Scotland does. Well, at least we got some ducks out of it. Alright, next up is... oh, the industrial complex. See, I mentioned a little bit in the past, I think this is meant to be Germany. And I've got nothing to back that up beyond, like, the music of Eisenfunk and VNV Nation, but, you know, I just feel it. Call it my women's intuition. No, I'm not going to justify that comment. I am going to go back to Outrun, however. And I'm going to do my best to not screw it up. I mean, it's weird. I'm telling myself to just play, pretend that I'm not being watched just to try and calm myself down, but... I mean, I'm sitting here with Pinnacle open, and I'm talking to you guys, so... yeah, kinda hard. And those turns are fine. That's what the crash barriers are for. I don't know why I can't entirely get used to the handling in this game. I mean, it's hard to explain. It's like the handling is a little more responsive in this game compared to the other one, and I keep oversteering. And oh boy, who wants to take bets that this is the last path? No looking at the length of the video now. Now, the Snowy Mountain, aside from being the worst track in the game, could be a couple of places in Europe. And initially, I suspected Finland. It's quite a long way from Cairo, lots of miles from Vietnam. But I asked the Finn, and I'm told they don't have many snowy mountainous roads like this. And then we did some detectiving, and we decided that it's probably Norway. Forget Kenya! Okay! And I was so excited about fitting 2 gag songs about countries of the world into the same 30 seconds, I totally forgot how cornering works. Good job, Andy. Gold star and a chocolate biscuit. I did that white car save me the last time we did this map, too. Excellent. Alright, do I have enough time to get to the end of the ramp and beat my personal record? I hope I do. So, like, everybody get your hands in the air to lend me a strength. Actually, maybe not, because the checkpoint's right there. But still, we did it! And I really wish that I had written notes for this far through the run, because I don't have anything. This is the Ghost Forest. It's probably meant to be Transylvania and Romania, and that's all I have. Though, to be fair, the 5 goal stages are fairly obviously representative of specific European cities, forget countries, and are, in all honesty, probably not appearing in this video. I mean, I've got, what, 30 some odd seconds, but I think you need 15 to get down the loading ramp, so... hey, we had a good run, right? Although, having said that, I've made it here with 20 some odd seconds, so... I think I'm going to make it! Seagulls! Really? I am super happy with that! I did better than I thought! Alright, time to put a little knowledge of European geography I have to the test. This one is the Tulip Garden, which is probably meant to be somewhere in Holland. But I've never been to Holland, so I don't know if this is what it's actually like. I hope so, because tulip fields look beautiful from the sky. I flew into Copenhagen Airport on my way somewhere, and you come in over a sea of tulip fields, and it looks like the glitch animations that I use for my LSD music videos, except real, and it's mind-blowing. And you don't think they're, like, intentionally making the place look better than it typically does to entice tourism, do you? Ah, couldn't have been. And I don't quite know what's going on here, because I'm kicking ass up and down the road. I mean, I would have been happy reaching the spooky forest, forget finishing it, and one of the goal stages. And speaking of which, here is goal stage B, the Metropolis. You don't need me to tell you where this one is, do you? because I'm going to anyway. This is Paris, France. And it's also probably my favorite stage in the entire game. I mean, just like the Milky Way stage from Outrun Arcade, I'm in love with scraping along crash barriers, apparently. And I also like nighttime driving through an illuminated sea. Now, if this stage was neon, or those clashing pinks and blues like from the 90s, that would make this the best stage. Well, it'd make a Casino Night Zone from Sonic 2, but it would still be pretty cool. And I think that's why I'm doing as badly as I am. I'm trying to sabotage it so I get to stay here forever! Although, I say that, here is the end of the stage. Actually, that reminds me, there's a pretty cute Easter egg in the game where if you just sit on the starting line and don't touch any of the buttons, the Flagman has a bunch of animations where he starts dancing or angrily shouting at you for screwing around and wasting his time. Like, and you're never going to see it, because as soon as you get going, you get your foot down and you tear off down the beach. Also, this is ridiculous. I'm genuinely pleased that I am able to go this far and it's on tape. I hope this one doesn't get chewed up and spat out, but yeah. I'm not entirely sure where this map is meant to be, but I want to say Turkey. They have a lot of statues and tombs carved into the sides of mountains, and I'm trying to link this game to Europe, so there you go. I also hope that I get through this one, because I don't want to have my game end in such a bland location. And the next one is super pretty. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen looking at the timing, but no, back to the video. Oh, and here's the end. Excellent. I don't know, I feel like one of the other games I play a lot. I don't want to start a new topic when the video could be ending soon, because I don't want to start a topic that I will never finish. Because when has that ever happened in my videos, right? Yeah, exactly. And those seagulls make us welcome to Rome, Italy! And this is probably my second favorite stage in the game, because it's just everything is right. You know? It looks warm, not hot. It looks pretty, not gaudy. There's a lot of variety in the level design, lots of ups and downs. You get to see stuff in the distance, but then drive right up next to it. It is just super great. That said, it's got some issues. I mean, some of the scenery pops in and out, and it is really obvious when the game does that. And it's... Oh hey, there you go, good example. That the viaduct vanished. And it did it as my car's engine made that loud explosion noise. That's a pretty handy coincidence, I tell you what. Okay, I know I asked you guys to do this before, but I'm gonna need you to get your hands up in the air to lend me your power once more. Because I want to get to the next stage, and that way I can say, like, I made it to the end, and still be technically correct. And that is the best kind of correct. And so I did. I made it to the end of the 15-stage continuous race. I don't think I'm going to make it to the end, but shut up. This is the best I have ever done in this game. Don't you rain on my parade. I'm certainly not going to make it to the end if I keep driving on the sand by the roads. Anyway, this is Athens, Greece. And now you've had a comprehensive tour of all 15 locations in Outrun Coast to Coast. And this is the map that I've driven the least, because I hardly ever make it here, so I don't know how close to the end I am. Oh wait, never mind, I do, because here it is! Yes! Haha! Well, enjoy that, everybody. The first time I've been able to complete this particular game mode. Oh yeah! And I'm top of the leaderboard because of that. How do you like me now? And I'm not going to ruin this with obnoxious grandstanding. I'm going to hit stop record and hope that this recording worked. So join us next time for something else. And until next time, goodbye!